I'm here today to talk about something very close to my heart, and I know, to yours too, our dogs. We bring them into our homes, into our families, and we give them so much love. You love your dog, but what if I told you that you're misunderstanding them completely? It's a challenging thought, I know, because our intentions are always good. We want the best for them, to see them happy, balanced, and fulfilled. But sometimes, the way we interpret their actions, their signals, can be based on common beliefs that aren't entirely accurate. This isn't about blame, it's about understanding. Dogs communicate all the time using their entire bodies, their energy. It's a subtle language, one that we, as their human companions, need to learn to read correctly. When we misinterpret these signals, we can inadvertently create confusion, stress, or even weaken the trust and respect that forms the foundation of a healthy relationship. It's like speaking two different languages and expecting perfect understanding. It simply doesn't work that way. We need to become better listeners, better observers. So, are you ready to deepen that connection? Today we're busting 5 common myths that could be hurting your bond without you even realizing it. We're going to explore what your dog is trying to tell you. By the end of this, you'll have new insights, new tools to help you become the calm, assertive leader your dog needs, and to foster an even stronger, more harmonious life together. Let's get started. This is perhaps one of the most widespread beliefs about dogs, isn't it? We see that tail going, and we immediately think, oh, he's so happy to see me, or she's having a great time. And yes, a wagging tail can mean happiness. But it's not the whole story. The tail is a powerful communication tool, expressing a spectrum of emotions. Think of the tail as a flag, signaling the dog's internal state. A happy, relaxed dog often has a wide, sweeping wag. This is the wag we all love to see. However, a stiff, rapid wag can indicate arousal or agitation. It's a signal to pay close attention to the rest of their body language and the environment. Here's another common one. You see a dog roll over onto its back, exposing its belly, and the immediate human reaction is, "Aw, they want a belly rub." And sometimes, yes, that's exactly what they want. Many dogs adore a good belly rub from a trusted person, but it's not always an invitation for a rub. This posture can also be a gesture of submission or fear. Respect your dog's emotional state and give them space if needed. Myth number 3. That guilty look means they know they did wrong. Ah, the infamous guilty look. We've all seen it, or think we have. You come home to a chewed-up shoe or an accident on the carpet, you express your displeasure, and your dog lowers its head, averts its eyes, maybe tucks its tail and shows those sad puppy dog eyes. It's so easy to interpret this as, he knows he did something wrong, he feels guilty. But what if I told you that guilty look is not about remorse for a past action? Dogs live very much in the present moment. While they have good memories, the concept of reflecting on a past misdeed and feeling guilt in the human sense is something that research suggests they don't really experience. That look you're seeing, it's far more likely a reaction to current behavior, your tone of voice, your body language, your angry energy. It's a submissive posture, a fear-based response. Think about it. You walk in, you see the mess, and your energy changes. Your voice might get louder, sharper. Your posture might become more intimidating. Your dog, being incredibly attuned to your cues, picks up on this shift immediately. They sense your displeasure, your anger, or your frustration, and they react with appeasement signals designed to diffuse your perceived threat. Those lowered ears, averted gaze, tucked tail, lip licking, these are all classic canine calming signals and submissive gestures. They are essentially saying, I see you are upset, and I want to make the unpleasantness stop. I am not a threat to you. They are not necessarily connecting your anger to the specific act of chewing the shoe hours ago. They are reacting to your immediate emotional state. Many studies have explored this. In one famous experiment, owners were told their dogs had misbehaved, for example, eaten a forbidden treat, even when they hadn't. When the owners, believing their dogs were guilty, scolded them, the dogs displayed all the classic guilty behaviors, regardless of whether they had actually eaten the treat or not. Myth number 4. A good walk is all the stimulation a dog needs. Many loving dog owners believe that as long as their dog gets a good long walk or a vigorous run each day, their exercise and stimulation needs are fully met. Physical exercise is undeniably crucial, absolutely. A tired dog is often a well-behaved dog. But to think that physical exertion alone is enough is to misunderstand the complex needs of these intelligent animals. Dogs need mental stimulation just as much as they need to stretch their legs. Imagine if your only activity each day was a jog. You might be physically fit, but you'd likely become bored, restless, and unfulfilled. Dogs are no different. They have active minds that crave engagement, problem-solving, and the opportunity to use their natural instincts, especially their incredible sense of smell. A walk that is just about covering distance might tire them out physically, but it might not do much to tire them out mentally. Mental fatigue can actually be more effective at settling a dog than physical exhaustion alone. When a dog has to think, to solve a puzzle, to use their nose to find something, it's incredibly enriching and satisfying for them. This kind of engagement helps prevent boredom, which is a common root cause of many behavioral problems like destructive chewing, excessive barking, or even anxiety. So, how can we provide this vital mental stimulation? It doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. One of the easiest ways is to make their walks more enriching. Instead of just power walking from point A to point B, allow your dog plenty of sniffing time. For a dog, sniffing is like reading the newspaper or checking social media. It's how they gather information about their environment, who's been there, and what's going on. Letting your dog lead the way sometimes, in a safe area, of course, and explore interesting scents can be incredibly mentally stimulating. Vary your walking routes too. New sights, sounds, and smells provide fresh mental input. You can also incorporate short training sessions into your walks, practicing sit, stay, come, or even simple tricks. This engages their brain and reinforces your bond. We yawn when we're tired, right? So it's natural to assume that when our dogs yawn, they're also just feeling sleepy or bored. And sometimes that's true. A dog might yawn as they're settling down for a nap or after waking up just like we do. This is a physiological yawn, helping to increase oxygen intake. But dog yawning is often much more nuanced than that. In the world of canine communication, a yawn is frequently what we call a calming signal. Dogs use calming signals to de-escalate tense situations, to calm themselves down when they're feeling stressed or anxious, or to signal to another dog or person that they are uncomfortable and mean no harm. It's a fascinating aspect of their body language that often goes unnoticed or misinterpreted by humans. Imagine your dog is in a situation they find mildly stressful. Perhaps a new person is approaching them too directly, or there's a bit too much excitement in the room. You might see them yawn. This isn't necessarily because they're suddenly sleepy. It could be their way of trying to cope with the stress or to signal their unease to others. It's like them saying, "Okay, this is a bit much for me," or "let's all just calm down a bit." Other common calming signals that can accompany a yawn include lip licking, looking away, sniffing the ground suddenly, or a slow blink. When you see a yawn in conjunction with these other signals, it's a strong indicator that the dog is not just tired, but is actively trying to manage some level of stress or discomfort in the environment or interaction. For example, if you're in a training session and your dog starts yawning frequently, it might not be boredom. It could be that they're feeling a bit pressured, confused by what you're asking, or the session has gone on too long. Recognizing this allows you to adjust your approach, maybe take a break or end the session on a positive note before they become too overwhelmed. So there you have it, 5 common myths about our dogs busted. We've explored how a wagging tail isn't always a happy signal, why a belly-up pose might be submission rather than an invitation for rubs, and how that guilty look is more about your reaction than their remorse. We've also seen why mental stimulation is just as vital as physical walks, and that a yawn can mean much more than just sleepiness. If you've believed any of these, don't feel bad. You're not alone. These are common misunderstandings often passed down with the best intentions. The journey of understanding our canine companions is ongoing. It requires patience, observation, and a willingness to learn their language, not just expect them to understand ours. Every dog is an individual, but these general principles of communication can help you build a stronger, more respectful, and more harmonious relationship with your furry friend. It's about creating that balance, that calm, assertive energy that allows your dog to feel secure and understood. Remember, a well-understood dog is often a well-behaved and happy dog. What we've talked about today is just the tip of the iceberg, but hopefully it's given you some food for thought and some new ways to look at your dog's behavior. Which of these myths surprised you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Comment which myth surprised you most. And if you found this helpful and want to keep learning how to be the best dog parent you can be, please hit that like button and subscribe for more myth-busting facts that make you a better dog parent. Until next time, stay calm and stay connected.